Hello and welcome to Dominique's Books. Today's review is Wendy's Ever After by Julie Wright. This is a young adult fantasy of what might have happened to Wendy after Neverland. But let's read the summary to find out more. Wendy Darling has grown into a stunning young woman. Her days are filled with social gatherings and elegant balls, but her nights are alive with memories of fighting pirates, soaring through the skies, and other wild escapades through Neverland with Peter Pan and the boy who never grew up. When Wendy meets a handsome and mysterious stranger, there's something about him that feels familiar yet elusive. His eyes sparkle with mischief and tugs at Wendy's heartstrings, reminding her of Peter. Intrigued and a bit unnerved, Wendy finds herself drawn to this handsome young man and soon finds herself back in Neverland. Caught between the allure of her past and the promise of the future, Wendy must navigate the perilous new journey, discovering the courage and wonder that once defined her youth. As she battles old foes and forges alliances with new friends, Wendy is torn between her memories of the boy who she once loved and the man who has stolen her heart. So this was a really good book. I liked Wright's idea of putting more to what happened to Wendy after Neverland and what happens when she comes back to the real world. And at the moment I believe she's 18. And at that time she has been pushed into society and she's going to balls and meeting eligible young men and all that kind of stuff. And she kind of doesn't want any of that at the moment. She doesn't really want to be married and have all those responsibilities. So at a ball, she meets someone that she likes very much. She follows him and somehow ends up back in Neverland, where we find out that the gentleman that she is falling for is Hook's nephew. So we're introduced to Hook again. There's some kind of scary things happening in Neverland. There's things are dying or something. So she and this other person have been put on this, I guess, journey, adventure kind of thing to find out what's poisoning Neverland and how they can fix that. So we meet Peter Pan again, and we have a new set of Lost Boys and Tinkerbell, and of course Hook, and just all this different stuff. And it was just interesting to see how Wendy would be perceived in Neverland as kind of an adult. So I gave this book 5 stars. I really liked it. It was very different and fun. But there were also some fun things that were also in this book. Like on every chapter heading, there was a little picture. Like you have a hook, and then let me find one, a flower, and then a skull. And then on these pages, there's a ship, pirate ship, and a quote from J.M. Barrie's book. All look your best, Peter warned them. First impressions are awfully important. So if you enjoyed this review, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.